guys, today we are going to do a not Libra, a Leo love reading. Okay, this is going to be those one of those things where it's like almost like when you find videos like this, it's like a channel mixed with love reading. But when you find videos like this, it's like almost like luck. Okay, so I have one for Taurus. I have tons for Taurus. Okay, I have one for Libra. I have one for Pisces. I have one for Virgos, I believe. Okay, and Capricorns. Okay, so you guys are next. Okay, yeah, Leo. So I feel like this is some good news. I'm seeing something about positive news. I actually just had a dream about King Arthur. Okay, King Arthur was a Leo, or the person that played in Merlin was a Leo, and I saw him so vividly in my dream. It's almost like I can, like it's almost like if I was to say, hey Arthur, or hey, like whatever his name is in real life. I don't want to be rude. I feel like that was rude if he listens to this. Okay. But yeah, like, hey, what, like, your name in real life, like, hey, hi, I'm over here. But honestly, in the dream, I said this in Taurus read in the last series. Honestly, in the dream, he was just so focused on, like, my ex-husband or my ex-boyfriend, just like, calming down the three witches here, and I mistakenly said the three wishes. But this witch was like Morgana. Okay. So yeah, that's that going on. So I don't know what's going on. I was getting this person's I was getting his energy last night as well. Yeah, like it was a bit odd. Okay, it was a bit odd, and I went to go look up things about King Arthur here, and I found out that King Arthur, he drove away the Saxons, okay, in the 5th to the 6th century, I believe, okay, and I'm actually watching a show with the Wells and the Saxons and stuff like that. I didn't know that there was a correlation with those two, okay, it was around the Celtic times here. I do use the runes sometimes, rarely, but I think maybe if you guys go take a look at that, then maybe that could be some help. I was channeling Odin, and he's the god of visions and psychics and stuff like that. Okay, and the show that I'm watching, I don't know if I'm talking about my head, but it's just he's just I don't know what like his character is about, but he's just someone where it's just like plot armor, it's like it's just for the movie. He just gets out of situations, you know, his kid dies, spoiler if you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, he has a brother on one side and he's on the other side, it's just I don't know, I'm still watching it. I'm very intrigued, but I have some periods where I just stop, you know. So let's get into the read. I don't really have a lot of channel messages. I feel like it's a bit dry. I feel like I should only just focus on the character of Arthur. For some reason, I don't know why this is so important here, you know? But in the dream, I saw my ex-husband. He gave me a vibe of like he has a car, he's my husband or something, my ex-husband or something like that. Okay, or my baby father here, but he didn't feel like a baby father. He felt like an ex-husband. Now that I'm like channeling it even more. Okay, I had a daughter by him and stuff like that. There was keys between Morgana's energy. It was three of them, okay? It was like three sisters or three siblings or something like that, but they all had dark energy on them. Like Morgana, that's why I say it's Morgana with them. Okay, and it was a key in the middle of the portal between my ex-husband and Morgana's energy. Okay, but I can see King's Arthur, the person who played in Merlin as King Arthur. I can see his face so vividly. His face is like, okay. It's almost like when Merlin does something, he's like, yeah, Merlin, you don't make any sense. Like, that's how he was looking at my ex-husband here, and I'm just looking at him so close to him. I'm like, my face was like to the screen, like, I was like, what is going on? Like, why is your face looking like that? Like, why are you so like, yeah, okay. Like, almost he's jealous. Like, if I was this girl, it's like, yeah, like, maybe trying to impress her, or like, yeah, I see what you're trying to do. Like, you're trying to come for like my pride, my victory. Like, yeah, stop. Like, yeah. So, yeah, let's get some cards for you guys here. I see all the High Priestess here. I feel like you guys need to listen to your intuition. And I see the High Priestess face in my head, smiling like, like you're catching on, you know. So let's see what's going on for you guys in love. So we have the Magician in reverse here. So I see that there's something about like how there's an Aries, or there's somebody who would like to create something with you here, but something is not working or something's not ready. Now the base reading, you do have the Seven of Swords. So this could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius here. This person could honestly be sabotaging this individual here. Okay, they're sabotaging this individual here, meaning they're not saying everything, they're not doing everything, they're not saying and doing everything. Okay, there something should have been ready, something, you know, and it's like boom, there's a secret. Oh my gosh, someone's being deceptive. Now I like how this is coming out with the Moon and the Seven of Swords. Okay, I like this because this has a lot to do with when the truth is revealed, it will be just the focus of the deception. Okay, so I like this a lot. Okay, so I see that your person's being sabotaged. Okay, they're getting sabotaged. You have the High Priestess that fell out too. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take my Kawiki thing here. Okay. Yeah, so I think also the way how it fell on my left side here. Okay, and it's like, okay, you don't need the High Priestess in a deck anymore. You don't need, because it's like you're on point. Okay, like you're seeing the things that are not being seen. Okay, and I do feel like this is like, okay, when a time comes out, it will be nothing but the truth that comes out here. There's no, oh, I have to do this. Oh, I have, no, it's nothing but the truth. What's going on? Why did you lie about this? Why did you not, you know, why would you do something like this here? When you know this person's trying to work on something, when you know this person's trying to gather something. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you do something like that? It's gonna come out like you were being funny. Yeah, and the people already know, or people are getting a feeling with the High Priestess here that you were trying to create a third party situation here. For some of you guys, like I said, for some of you guys are involved with somebody, and there was a third person in Libra, Aquarius here, or somebody who was in this energy with the Strength card in reverse, or maybe this is another Leo, somebody who's like very insecure. They wanted to pop in between you and this person and ruin you guys' relationship. They created a third party situation. They created a situation where all of you guys were insecure, where all of you guys didn't feel like you guys were empowered in your own little way. Okay? We have the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck here. Somebody created an atmosphere where it's like, okay, every man for themselves. I'm going to defend myself to the day I die. Okay? In this relationship or in this situation here. And now it's coming out with the High Priestess here. It's like you don't need to worry anymore, because now someone's like, okay, let's focus on the deception here, because something sounds off. Something's clearly not being told. Okay, or someone is telling you something, or someone's telling you something or showing you something, and it's like, wait, okay, I get that. It's partially right with the Two of Swords and the Seven of Swords, right? Not the Two of Swords, but there's the man is left two swords there, so they gave you 2 points that was true, but there's everything else they didn't tell you, and it's like, wait, why did you tell that person that? And I feel like that's something that's very obvious, like when someone investigates, like, why, what happened, why you didn't say all that. That's why this person's getting caught. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse here. So this person was supposed to been tell you something, been contact you here. Okay, if you guys have been waiting, look, and we have the Seven of Swords again. This person who's like next to them could have been like talking to this person like all the time, or they were in their ear all the time. Okay, this kind of reminds me of the Charm ones. The new ones, I don't watch it anymore because of the energy that they're exuding. They're exuding energies of my ex-best friend, and I don't think that's appropriate. I don't think you should be teaching people, you know, that style. Okay, so that's just my personal thing. But I got as far as like, you know, when the main sister, she died, by the way, spoiler alert, sorry, but you know, the main sister, she created these earbuds. This is what I'm getting when it comes to this person with the deception here. This person could have been someone who's into maybe chemistry. They could be a scientist, or they have a scientific mindset here, or the way how they process things is, you know, if then but, you know, or they have like everything by steps here, or if they don't have that, they're very strategic. Okay, If they're not like that, this is somebody who likes to communicate a lot here. It's probably describing something like you guys, right? But you guys, if you guys knows that you didn't lie, then it ain't you. Then it's somebody around you guys who's like you, possibly, who has the same similar energy like you. But they're using their energy, they're using their powers for bad. They're not using it for good intent. So this person was supposed to been text you, been call you, do all this stuff. But they're saying things to this person here, and they're not giving this person all the information. But this person, you know what the blessing is? This person is still working on wanting to get in contact with you here, wanting to tell you something here. They're getting a feeling with the High Priestess here that somebody, the person that's been talking to them, they're getting a feeling that you're lying. You're lying. You didn't tell her everything. You didn't tell us everything. You didn't tell me everything. You didn't tell him everything. We have the Two of Pentacles, so now this person is going back and forth with the Star card here. You know, I'm going to take this back because I was thinking about, like, how, I was thinking about something here. And I think this person, they wanted to marry you here. They wanted to marry you here because of the culture, the tradition, whatever you guys are into. They wanted to marry you truly here with the Star card here. It's this person's wish, even though the Two of Pentacles was out here and the Star cards at the bottom of the deck here. It's this person's wish to, like, marry you, to talk to you here, to get back in contact with you here, or to do something with you here. It's their wish. So the fact that they're going back and forth just means that they're considering the other person here. They're going against their intuition here. And that was me. I'm like, maybe, because I was in my head, I was like, maybe this person wanted to marry you. Hence what I was also thinking about as well. I was in this maybe energy here, and now the Two of Pentacles came out. I feel like my energy came out. But now I'm putting that back in the deck because now I'm sure what the High Priest is. With the Star card here, it's like, yes, they did want to do this with you here. Whatever they wanted to do, they did want to do this with you here. We have the Hierophant, yes, confirmation. They did want to marry you here. They did want to have a contract with you here. They wanted to. This person could have a W in their name or J in their name, or something about initials. Wedding initials, W and J. W is 23, I believe, and J is, I don't know from the top of my head, I'm sorry. Also, there could be something about, like, oh, I wanted to have sex with them. For some of you guys here, I wanted to have sex with them. But somebody got involved, you know, knowing that this person had sex with you, or, you know, yeah, like, it could have been something like that here. Oh, this person took an opportunity. The person that was lying, being deceptive here, you must be talking to this person here, but this person, they never wanted to do that with you. For some of you guys here, it was this other person here. You have the Empress in reverse here. Usually when the Empress comes out, the Emperor is near. So with the Empress here, this talks about, like, someone who needs to get back on their feet, needs to know the power that they bring to the table here. They need to know themselves here. They know that they're an Empress here. They know they have these special abilities. They know they have this effect here. But how do I make nothing out of something here, right? I have all these gifts and blessings and all these, like, and knowledge and wisdom and stuff like that. But what do I create out of that? Some people end up having a child here. But just because there's a lot of people popping out children doesn't mean that they're empresses, okay? Because some of them are pages, some of them are queens, and some of them are empresses, right? These people nowadays be having kids at a young age. And they're like, oh, look, I'm a mom. I'm like, yeah, you're a mom. That's just a title. But what about your energy? Are you doing mom things? And they be like, there's no right way of how to raise a child. Well, in this world, yes, it is. When it comes to the system that's already out there, right? If it's not going with it, then you're a bad mom, or you're whatever the situation, the circumstances is, right? That's how I see it. If it's not matching, then it's like, then I'm sorry. You need to work on, and you need to work on it a little bit. Because me growing up, if what I'm seeing on TV, it's like when your child is in the streets in the society that we live in, it says, okay, don't be on the street or have a job or do this, do that, and your child is not doing that, and everyone is doing that, or now I'm seeing a lot of people are doing that, like, it's like, okay, well, you can't keep saying, like, oh, it's the child. I mean, wait, you can't keep saying that, okay? Like, when someone's a bad speller, you don't blame it on, oh, it's just because, the word is hard. No, you just need to practice. You remember, and you're a bad speller for right now, but later on, you may be a good speller. Nothing is, like permanent, okay? So just because you're a bad mom or you're a bad dad right now, like, doesn't mean that, oh my God, it's on a, in America, they be wilding with that, I'm gonna put this in a record, but they expunge some things, but they be wilding with that, like, things is permanent out here, like, when we die, it's permanent, yeah, but we still go somewhere else, or we don't go nowhere else, but we still going somewhere else, we're not here. So, I mean, like, that's the way how I see it, Okay, so yeah, with the Empress here, I feel like there's definitely a situation where I feel like your person, they are aware of the fact that, like, you're a little off your rockers here, okay? It's just this third person here, to be quite honest here. Whoever lied, whoever was being deceptive, it's just this third person here. I'm gonna call them the third person even though they started the whole situation, okay? Because your person, they was just like working in the kitchen, and then you come along, you're like, okay, I'm expecting this, and then this third person is like right next to them in their ear, oh, I don't think you should be doing that. Yeah, I think this person's this and that, third, yada yada yada. I don't know, like, oh, I'm gonna tell you this information, but I'm not gonna tell you the everything else, and then your person's just like, okay, working slowly, but it's like, like, I have a feeling with the high priestess, you don't want me to talk to them here. You don't want me to have a contract with them anymore. Because they're the empress here. They know themselves. They're not a queen. They're not a queen. They're an empress. They're an empress in reverse here. It's like, you don't want to teach anybody. You don't want to teach your daughter. You don't want to teach your son, or you don't want to teach your friend. You don't want to teach anybody because you know this person is the empress and not a queen. And this empress is learning from a queen. You know what I'm saying? I can own a business. You have to work for my business. You don't have that skill, that gift, that tools, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Okay, so I'm gonna get some so yeah, you guys just need to know that, you're trying to get close to something, or somebody's trying to get close to you here. If you guys haven't heard any communication, no communication from somebody's talking in their ear, okay, or somebody's lying to this person here. But the blessing is, like I said, they're still working on, like, trying to get in contact with you here, wanting to get close to you here. And not only that, this person has a strong intuition here. The counterpart with the Hierophant and the High Priestess, they're counterparts, okay? That's husband and wife. This person wanted to marry you here. They wanted to marry you here. This is husband and wife with the Hierophant and the High Priestess. My right shoulder is itching. It's like, it feels like I have something like tingling over my right arm, my shoulder. That represents for me you have a good head on your shoulder. They wanted to marry you here. I'm telling you. And for some of you guys, your mom and your dad could know that there's a third person that, or someone in the family, or maybe someone outside of the situation, or they knew, okay, that this person was going to be a problem, or that this person was going to interfere. But they're not saying anything. If you have a mom or dad, or this person has a mom and dad, husband and wife, whatever, they're not saying anything because your person is still working on trying to get in contact with you, still trying to pop the question to you. They're still going in this direction here. But I have a feeling that they're going to step in and be like, okay, I think you should, like, take this person, what they're saying, with a grain of salt here. And, I think you should still, like, build, the bricks. Okay, like, I think you should still build. Okay, like, that's when they step in, when mommy and daddy steps in, or like when, this feels like if you have parents who are married, okay, when they step in, they're gonna be concerned, like, oh, okay, like, because it's a really good plan whatever this person's doing with you. It's a really good freaking plan. I'm telling you guys here, okay. And I feel like they want to pass the torch. Mommy and daddy wants to pass the torch. Husband and wife wants to pass the torch here. Okay? And that's why mommy and daddy, or that's why you're, I keep saying that, but it could be your person too. That's why, your their parents or your parents, that's why they're still married, they still together. And that's why they have like this idol kind of like stance. Because they're like, anywhere I turn, like, there's a trap. Someone's always trying to get in my pants, or someone's always trying to set me up, or set our relationship, our marriage up, like everywhere I go. Even daddy and mommy has that kind of stance, but it's like mommy has a stance of a high priestess. I'm gonna like, I'm going to read things intuitively, and as a hierophant, I'm going to let him the first lady and the president. We love each other, but we also have to have this stance. We have to protect ourselves from each other as well. Not because we're bad to each other here, but it's just like it's a form of like respect for your title. Your title, you cannot be all lovey-dovey. A lot of people are feeling more attracted. It's like light. I have to minimize the light a little, you know? That's why some people, when you see them, sometimes at first I was judging them, but when I understood it, I was like, okay, I see, but it's like, even I'm around people too as well, and I'll be around there, like, they have really good relationships, and they're not as lovey-dovey, and I'm just like, okay, you can chill. I'm not going to be, like, they obviously don't feel that vibe with me, but I guess they're not that comfortable with me, but I'm not someone who's like, oh, infiltrating. I'm not like that at all. Like, I have like that goes against my morals and values. That's not respect for me. I consider myself therefore a side chick. Like, I don't know. We are empresses and emperors out here. Okay. So let's get some other cards out here for you guys here. So we have the Hermit in reverse here, Virgo energy here. We also have the Queen of Cups here. So this person, they already thought about this whole situation here. Okay, what's the Hierophant? Yeah, this person still wants to come forward. They still want to express themselves. The Queen of Cups is also very intuitive. She's also giving offers to people as well, doing community services here. Okay, very loving, very open. She's also pregnant as well. So if this person didn't want to marry you here, they wanted to get you pregnant. They wanted to do something that's like writing a contract here, like you know. We can channel this other person here. I feel like I should, just for some of you guys here, because you guys are like, okay, well, who's the person here? Because I feel like once I like channel this person, you guys are like, oh, I know who this is. And I feel like you guys are like, that's not a problem, but it's a problem. It's something that's concerning, because I didn't know it was this person. I didn't know like that person, because that person's so little. I didn't know that person would like, you know what I'm saying? Like, make that a problem or stop this person, from like marrying me or getting to me and stuff like that. Like, yeah, it's a problem here, honey. Channel more of this third person here. This person could have just got out of some type of poverty situation here. And mind you, I just want to keep in mind that this may sound like you, okay? This may sound very close to you, but it's about intent. Did you lie about something? Did you leave something out here? Did you leave something out to purposely try to get somebody in trouble here? This is all about intentions here. Are you nasty when it comes to, when it comes to, not literally, if you're dirty, if you take showers and stuff like that, right? Are you nasty with your intentions here? Look at that, the Sun card and the Wheel of Fortune. Are you nasty with your intentions? As I said that, the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun card came out. You're heading in the right direction. That's a big clue for you guys here. Because I feel like with the Eight of Swords here, you guys are like, I'm stuck, I don't know. This is a big, like, this is applying to you guys. Especially if you're a Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus. Okay? But for some of you guys, a Gemini. Okay? For some of you guys, the person that's lying is a Capricorn. There's a small group of you guys is a Capricorn, but this person is a kid. It could be legit like a kid, or this person has like a youthful energy here. So who is this deceptive person here? Who's this deceptive person? We're just gonna get one card. Maybe another one, because we have the Eight of Swords here. Okay, but I don't think that's like a wiki thing here. That the Eight of Swords came out, and the Eight of Swords was the overall energy with the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun card here. Maybe this is about like the amount, because the Wheel of Fortune talks about karma, and karma is about like, it's about chronicles, right? It's keeping track of things here, right? It's not if you do something one time, right? Karma is like, okay, you keep doing it, you keep doing it to the point where you create a reality of, okay, now we need to fix this um, oasis, right? Then we have the Sun card here. But we also have the Temperance card at the bottom of the deck here. So this is going to come out slowly that this person is stuck now. They don't know what to do now. You know how to move and stuff like that, but now you don't know, or the person that manipulated or set something up, they're like, I'm stuck, I don't know what to do. You're going to see it with the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun card here. Something's going to be very strong with the Temperance here as well as the Over energy. It's like, oh, what happened? Oh, I just need some time. Oh, you know, like, oh, yeah, it's you're gonna see it, okay? It's like, I don't know what to do. You know, you ever had those situations where you're just like, oh, you know, you talk to a friend, it's like, I don't know what to do. I have a dilemma. There's a dilemma I'm going through right now. I don't know if I should go left or right. And people are just like, I don't know. I'm about to say something here. As soon as I said something, I just got a pit to my stomach here. Okay, so I feel like this is for some of you guys here, but I feel like this is something, I can explain this to you. I can explain this here, okay? So a perfect example with the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun and the Eight of Swords, right? I didn't know if my ex-best friend and my ex-boyfriend liked each other, but there was a lot of, like, to me, I perceived it as flirting. There was a lot of, like, physically tickling one another here. You know, there was a lot of, like, just, here we go. You hear that in the background? You know what I'm saying? So, there was a lot of tickling one another here. Okay, I also feel like, that means that, someone was down for that. Okay, that's how I'm taking that. Okay, so there was a lot of tickling going on here. There was a lot of, like, hey, I feel like this person's doing this to me. Are you going to do something about that as, like, my partner, as someone who's my caretaker, through sickness and health? Okay, it gave off that vibe, but you can't just say, well, it wasn't like that you're being the meaning, okay? Because if you're repping this and if you're saying this, then you're in that energy, right? You don't prepare for marriage, while you're in marriage. You do it before and after, right? It's pretty much all in the same, okay? So, I said this to this person here, and, I feel like somebody, I'm getting a lot of inner dialogue here. We're just gonna keep it going. So, basically, to make a long story short, I saw this about this person here, and I literally went to everybody. I was in college I was at the time, and, I just went to everyone, and they're just like, I was in a stuck energy. I was like, I don't know what to do. Should I drop the person? Should I drop, my ex-boyfriend? What should I do? So I was in a stuck energy here, and the Eight of Swords usually means that, you're stuck, but you can take yourself out of the situation. And myself, I was in a situation, I was like, I don't know how to cut myself out of the situation. Like, how do I do that? But all you have to do is just, for me, I was like, okay, I just have to admit the truth to myself, or I just have to take the first step. And the first step was to just be like, okay, I have to sacrifice this ex-best friend that I thought was a good friend. This person provided a lot of resources for me and my person. And my person, they did believe that, oh, that's a good friend, but I guess that made this person fall in love with this individual more, which is not a good, not a good relationship here. If you're attracted to somebody because of the resources that they provide, that's beautiful, that's great, but it's like, what about respect and morals, okay? Because those things, like they say about, like, when you pass over, those things fall away. Those material things fall away. But what about the soul? Was this person good as a person? But my person believed in a lot of, like, materialistic things, okay? And that was something where I failed in, okay? I didn't see that that's what he held, to himself so dearly, and he also said this about his family members. You cannot be open-minded. You cannot talk back. You just have to take what's being given to you. If someone has given you these resources or provided you a roof over your head, you cannot do that. In my mind, that's like a slave. Okay, I respect what you have given. I mean, I respect what you have gave to me here, if that's the proper way to say it. But if that is not, if I have to literally do everything you say, like jump off the roof or do something bad, then that's something where it's like, okay, I don't have no respect. And a lot of the things that was going on here, that was not, I didn't consider, very respectful. I appreciate it, but it's like, do you understand this person on a personal level here, right? So, there's no shade. I will definitely say this to someone, I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna hear this, right? But yeah, so the Eight of Swords, this is pretty much the same issue. And honestly, as I was describing about my person, he was in a dilemma as well. I cannot say anything, I cannot do anything if this person, because he held material things, very close to him, so that left him in this Eight of Swords energy. How do I get out of the situation? I don't know what to do. And I think with the Eight of Swords, now that I'm going through situations in life, and I went through that situation, the Eight of Swords is brutal to be in. It may not seem like it's not that bad, but I feel like it's brutal. Because the Eight of Swords, you think that, okay, you can easily get yourself out of the situation, but it's literally just taking the first step, or just like, literally like, just following your heart, right? Eight of Swords, the thing I decided to do, I decided to cut her off, because I'm like, all right, this is not a good friendship. I'm not feeling that well about myself, and I don't like the fact that my ex-boyfriend, he just keeps like, he keeps not, I don't have a problem with defending you all the time, but like all the time, I don't see that, but I'm like, you're right next to me, I'm explaining this to you, like, I did explain to you that I did feel a little bit envious and jealous, and that's okay, right? That's absolutely okay, but I'm like, I don't like the way, I just really get this vibe, and I'm like, I don't feel jealous, I know myself, this is not who I am, I'm sorry. So therefore, I concluded that you are deliberately trying to do things to me, right? So, and I just don't, and I think that my discernment with my ex-boyfriend when it comes to the Eight of Swords, for me, I didn't decide to like leave, he decided to leave, right? And that for me is, that whole situation was like an Eight of Swords, a dilemma, right? These little things, and then he was also going through his little thing. He decided to leave, and in his situation, when it comes to someone who's providing a roof over his head and all this other extra good stuff, what he decided to do was leave, and that's how you get out of the Eight of Swords here. How do I get out of this feeling? You just end up leaving with the Eight of Swords. Just leave. Leave everything in the past. It's not like the Eight of Cups, because these things, they keep changing, okay? But it keeps leaving you mentally trapped. So what you do is you just find an exit. How do you get out of those feelings? How do you get out of that mindset here? You walk away from it, right? Walked away from it, and I'm still feeling like I don't feel trapped anymore with the Eight of Swords, okay? But there's an element of like, okay, well, there is still lingering. So when it comes to this person as being deceptive, there's going to be a strong like event or a strong point where you or your person is going to see that, oh my God, how do I get out of this situation? So this person may end up leaving, just the country, or this person may end up leaving the job. This person just end up leaving, like, it's something pretty extreme. How do I get out of this mental attraction? And also, this will also give you, like, what's been going on with this person here. What's been going on? Like I said, when the moon and the Seven of Swords come out, when the moon moves away from the Seven of Swords, you'll see why a person was mentally trapped. You'll see the deception with this person. What did they lie about? You'll see. And for some of you guys, it's going to be about like whatever they were saying, whatever they were feeding to your person, your future husband, your future wife, or your baby mama, your baby daddy, or the person that wanted to be with you, work with you, or like we're just all that good stuff. You'll see that it was because of this lie, right? You'll see what the deception is. I promise you. It's very specific when the moon is coming out from the Seven of Swords. Let's clarify the Seven of Swords. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords here. So we have the Empress. So this may be another high priest. This may be a widow, okay, with the Empress here. Okay, I feel like you guys are like, this sounds like me. But if you did not lie, if you didn't have any bad intentions, if you didn't do anything of these things, then, it makes a lot of sense why you guys sound like this person. You guys, you know what? Let's say like this. You guys are two empresses. We have an empress on this side, and we have an empress on the other side. One is in reverse, one is upright. One is running for business, one is not. So are you running for business, or this person running for business? Is something working properly for you? Because something should not be working properly for you. If you put something out there communication, or you went for something and it's not working properly for you, then that's you. You had good intent. This other individual, something's working properly for them. Something's going. And this person's like, oh my gosh, I lied. I did this. What do I do? Like, I'm just going to relax and stay cool. They're an empress. This person could also be pregnant. This is one of them situations where it's like, maybe you had an ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend and they did that, oh, I'm pregnant. It's not easy to, you got to sit on that. You got to sit on that for a long time here. So somebody's like, oh, well, I'm pregnant now. What do I do? Because now everything's about to be found out. People like me are like, it's not easy getting pregnant. You got to sit on that. Or if you don't sit on that, you gotta leave that thing in there for a long time, for a while. Those seconds, that pull-out game, it really does work, you guys, sometimes. I mean, it works. So when the pull-out game is not that strong, somebody probably was just like, oh, but, like, we're all adults here. We've been there and done that. Have you honestly gotten pregnant with your pull-out game? Like, somebody's pulling out 3 times for you guys here, and you didn't get pregnant. That's, to me, you didn't. It ain't that. It's hard to get pregnant with the pull-out. It doesn't matter how strong the sperm is or whatever. If it ain't going you, oh no. Maybe I just haven't slept with someone who had strong, but like. But my asset or something in it is just strong, because even I use a lot of protection here, buddy, and I still don't get pregnant. So when all those people, I'm telling you guys, so I feel like with this person here, they're like, oh, they're gonna find out that I sat on it, or I lied, or something like that. There's something. Okay, if it's not about a pregnancy here, I'm just talking about pregnancy, because there's 2 empresses here. One empress is pregnant, the other one is not. How did you get pregnant? And this is you. How? Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know. They're gonna know. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Something's very freaking obvious. That doesn't make any sense. With the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun card here, this is you guys' card here. You guys are like, Pop, I know something you don't. You don't know that I know what happened. And I know now. Some of you guys could be finding out that there's an industry, or this person didn't like that you didn't want to get pregnant now, and this person did. Or this person that was lying and stuff like that, this person found out that, oh, you wanted to wait to get this person pregnant? I'm going to sleep with this person the first time and I'm going to get pregnant. Now this person's alone. Because you converted this person by this person being with you. This person was like in that same energy as you. That's why they were coming back to you. But then this person's like, oh no, I can't have that. The person that sat on it, the person that got purposely pregnant, I can't have that. But this person is still alone. And not only that, the person who's alone, they're about to be found out that what they did is something's very like specific. It's real loud, honey. And this has nothing to do with pregnancy. Somebody's gonna find out that somebody did something here. They just mentally entrap somebody. They purposely make somebody feel stuck. Like I said about my ex-best friend, I just had a feeling that you were playing mind games with me. You wanted to see me fail. You wanted to see me, like, go out of this world. She was hella confident every time you were going out with her. Sometimes, like, oh, I got this, like, and it's like, okay, you're great. You look beautiful. You're pretty. But it's like, all right, like, do you care about the friendship? Yeah? Like, do you care about the friendship? Do you care about, like, okay, let's go out? And don't get me wrong, there was a lot of that, like, oh, let's go out, let's go do this, but it's like, it's a level of, like, when you're a friend, there's a level of, like, I got you, you got me. You're not as prideful, like, oh, I got you, like, you're under my wing. It's like, no, it's a balance here. And then sometimes you are prideful a little bit, but you don't do it all the time. You're being a tyrant around. So I know this really well, because you got to know yourself. If you don't know yourself, then you don't, like, then that's when you have people that's around you that manipulate you and do all this other extra stuff. That's what I was talking about my ex-boyfriend, when with this materialism thing. It's like, you gotta, like, that's how they get you. That's how you feel trapped. You need to know your worth. Thank you for your time. Thank you for providing this for me. Let me help. I appreciate it. I'm grateful. Let me do this. Let me do that. Let me do this. But sometimes there's situations where you just gotta, you gotta use your intuitive discernment. You gotta do that all the time. Because you gotta know how much karma you got, right? things people like to do things with strings attached, you know what I'm saying? Like, sorry. But like, yeah, possibly it's gonna come out that, and I just have a feeling like this is not her first rodeo. I'm not the first victim, what she did to me, and how the boyfriend and how the ex-boyfriend felt. They all fell in love with her because she was doing these manipulated things. And it's a blessing in disguise because now I know this person's weakness. I'm never gonna get back with this person. Of course not. That's not a good move. This person became physically abusive as well. Not a good move. But I'm just happy justice is being served. The Wheel of Fortune and the Sun card came out. That's crazy. That's pretty powerful. That's like justice in like with just 2 cards. Karma and the Sun card here. We also said the Sun and the Moon, right? The Moon was behind them a 7 of Swords. Now the Sun is coming out, clear as day. Let's move forward. We're moving forward. The deception has to come out. There's no longer an eclipse here. The moon is not covering, or the sun is not covering the moon for the eclipse. It's time for them to separate, and now it's time. Okay, let's get one more card. We have the 7 of Swords and the Temperance card. It's slowly coming out because with this deception and the Temperance, let me explain the Temperance to you guys. The Temperance is a card talking about 2 extreme situations. You're going from lying my ass off to like not lying at all. And with this, you can't just do that. It's like, no, it would be a cluster F, Let's get one more card for this deception for this person here. And this Empress is upright too, so they're up and running. Like they're doing just fine, and they have their stick glowing. This other Empress, no, they don't. No, they don't. They just came out of a thinking camp or something like that. It's just like them and your person, you and your person, I should say, because you're the Empress here. Give me one more card for this deceptive person here. We have the Page of Cups here. The Page of Cups talks about this could be somebody new. This could be somebody new here. This could be a kid, as I said, with the Page. The Page is a kid. The Page of Cups also, it could be a Pisces as well, because I've been channeling with the Page of Cups, Pisces energy here. Okay, and we also have the High Priestess here, Pisces energy as well. But with the Page of Cups here, this is somebody who was like, oh, let me extend myself just a little bit. Let me just do this. This is something also emotional as well. Oh, I just thought that I would do something like this. It's something like sweet with the Page of Cups here. And I tell you, my ex-best friend, she was very sweet. Very sweet. That's why I was like, I want to call you my best friend because you're really sweet like me. But I'm not no pushover, so relax. We have Justice here with the Page of Cups here. This person needed this karma. And also with the Justice card here in my deck, she got her eye taken out. We have the Temperance at the bottom of the deck here. Justice is also Libra. And you know what else is Libra? The Empress, Libra, and Taurus. But the Justice card here, this is about, I'm telling you, it's about like making things fair. She also has the law book and the scales. It's a white and black cat. Somebody got their eye taken out, or this person's about to get their eye taken out. This Page of Cups here. And you know what? The 8 of Swords, the woman has an eye bandage around her eyes. So as, just like the Justice woman. I'm not getting like, I'm not manifesting a fight. I don't see this as a fight. I see this is something where it's like, I don't want to see anymore. I don't want to see anymore. I feel like that's what this person is going to come to when this person deceptive ways comes out. It's like someone's parents and the person that they manipulated is seeing this person for what they are. And now that this person sees this, they're like, I don't want to see anymore. I don't want to see. Like, I don't want to see. I don't want to be They just don't want to exist. I'm not saying they're going to suicide themselves here, but it's like this person's, I'm just saying. But with all these bandages around someone, like blindfolds around someone's eye, it's like that's a lot. That was the Knight of Cups here. Yeah, somebody was giving love to the wrong person here. It was giving love to the wrong person here. They're wearing their heart on their sleeves a little too much to the wrong person. Like I was talking about my ex. You keep saying, oh, I don't see that. You keep taking up for her. You keep doing all this. That's how I perceive it. It doesn't mean that it's right, but that's how I feel. That's how I feel, and I trust my intuition. My intuition hasn't been wrong. Now, it has to be, like, calibrated, but there's a reason why, like, your intuition say, go this way, go that way, do this. It's to discover something, a lesson, and to let you know something. And if I'm right about a lot of these things, then I must be right. I'm still examining the past. There's not, like, a definite, as we speak right now, I'm, like, still researching, like, was I wrong in a situation here? The person that I knew recently as well, I mean, like, the person's quacking like them. I mean, doesn't mean that they're quacking like them, but it's like when I did confront the person or the situation, it's like, okay, you're coming off like, you know, you do have something going on or something like that. You know, like you're coming off like you do like this person, or you're interested in that. You're coming off that way. And that's not quacking. There's evidence. If something's like really loud, it doesn't say the sun, but the sun is popping out. And it's like, it makes me wonder. I'm going to take this with a grain of salt, but I'm going to do something to protect myself. Based off of my history, I'm going to do something to protect myself. I'm going to walk away from the situation. And that's why you guys became the Empress in reverse, and this person became the upright Empress. You did something with your morals and values. That's what the Hierophant represents: morals and values, institution, contracts, right? This person, not too much. Yep, this person was trying to manifest a tower moment here. We have the Fool card here. This person's like, oh, I don't know too much, but you know, I'm just gonna go. Queen of Pentacles vibe. Yeah, somebody was trying to, like, somebody wanted to be in your reality, wanted to be you. Okay, that's what it seems like this person was trying to do. That's why they were staying so close to a person. That's why they were, like, you know, mingling with this individual here. That's why this person was giving love to the wrong individual here. Okay, and they wanted to be you. They wanted to have what you have with this person. And even if you guys are not talking, or even if you guys are talking and it's been like here and there and you guys have cut communication off, they wanted to have this, what you have with your person and you know. I'm also getting like somebody knows what you and your person did in the bedroom as well. Something with, like, you know, the butt, you know, and they're like, oh, I like that. You know, a Sagittarius could possibly be the one that, you know, wanted to be like it. They're like, oh, I like that. I like that booty stuff. Don't laugh, you guys, but it's a thing, you know. We're all mature here. But this person's going to be exposed here. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun card here. It's only a matter of time. I don't know when this is going to come out. Let me see. Let me get it. When is this coming out? I'm hearing it's a cold world, but it's not because of the world. It's because of the people. No one told you to go after my person. No one told you to, like, you know, like, have this type of incest. I did not mean to say that. I was thinking, so maybe this was incest as well. But no one told you to do this with my person when you know my person was actually involved with me, when my person wanted to do this with me. Why would you do something like that? Oh, I don't know. I was just young. My emotions is young. You know, I was still being judged by Libra. I was still being judged by the justice system. I was young. I feel like that's still no excuse, because you've been doing this for a while, since the Moon and the Sun card is here. You had time to, like, figure out, okay, whether this is wise or not, you know? Clarify the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun card here. We have the Ace of Swords. It's very clear what this is about. It's very clear. This is going to come out through communication, maybe through the internet, YouTube, social media, or something here. The Ace of Swords, this is a kid holding up the sword of truth. Camelot, this is Arthur. Leo, this is you guys, or this is your person. I know the truth now with the Ace of Swords. This kid is holding up the sword of truth, and all these birds are coming towards the sword of truth here. This sword is really bright. And this sword is going to move things forward with you and your person. And not only that, but point to the right direction, point to the right path with the Sun card here. For some of you guys, that's having a child with this person, even though they got this person pregnant. You're like, that's not my kid. I'll do everything that I need to do, but that's not my kid. This is my child. Because I never wanted to have a child with this person. I just wanted to have sex with them. Or I just was like, I didn't know what they were doing. I just wanted to have sex with them. Now you're pregnant? I don't know about that, honey. For some of you guys, like, that's mean, but it's mean for this person to, like, trap this person. They never said they wanted to have a child, and you got pregnant. Others of you guys, that's the path of, like, okay, I'm going to marry you here. My parents, my mom, and my dad approved. Not only that, but my aunt. There's an auntie or a grandmother or whatever, they approved that you and this person should get married. If it's not marriage here, this is about you and this person should have the stance that you guys are having with everyone. I approve. That path is necessary. Because if I'm just saying, mommy and daddy, they, like, if you didn't do that, because we've been there. If you didn't do anything like that, if you didn't do that, you would end up inviting this same person in this relationship. So this is almost like a lesson learned. I'm telling you guys. I'm glad you guys watch this to the end. This is like a lesson learned. And this is why mommy and daddy, or this is why your husband and wife, or this is why mommy and daddy, your mommy and daddy, your person's mommy and daddy, or this person's mommy and daddy, or maybe your person's mommy and daddy are still together. Because they remember this lesson like it was yesterday. We don't talk about Bruno, no. I hope I make you feel beautiful. Like, no. We're not doing this anymore. I feel like the dad was just like, no. Oh, hell no. Again, this is not a kid. This could be, like I said, like, it could be anything here. But it's like, there's a reason why these two people are together. Speaking of Bruno, it was our wedding day, and there wasn't a cloud in the sky. You have the king of swords. Nothing but facts here. Nothing but facts. Alright, that's it, you guys. I'm gonna get one more card. I'm gonna get one card from my deck. When it comes to the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun card here with the Ace of Swords. Whoa. We have cool. This person's gonna keep their cool. That's good to know. So they're not gonna be like, oh my god, you lied, or yeah, you got me pregnant on purpose, you trapped me. They're not gonna do all that. They're gonna keep their cool, and they're gonna keep it pushing, and they're like, good to know. I have a baby. I'm not taking care of that baby. The baby comes to me in the future. You're more than welcome to come through. But I don't. No. No. I'm getting married to this person here, or I'm supposed to be with this Pisces, or this Taurus here, or this Libra, or this Taurus here. Okay, they could be in the energy. It doesn't mean they're a Taurus or Libra or Pisces or another Leo. It doesn't mean that, right? They could be in the energy of that. But this person, they're keeping their cool. They're like, I want to marry you. I want to do this with you. This is what we're going to do. They know for sure. Remember, they're popping up the last card from tarot as the King of Swords. They deal nothing with the facts. They're professional. They're non-emotional. Okay, does that make sense? They're not emotional. They're very professional. That's this person's demeanor, and that's this person's demeanor when it comes to the Hierophant. Let's get one more card. Oh my god, I just did a post about this. I'm going to put this up today here. You guys going to go to my Instagram. I don't really post like every day. I don't really post every day. I post when I feel like it. Okay, I just feel like that's just, that's just my vibe right now. It may change in the future, but I just did a post about this card. Go to my Instagram, and you guys will see what the post is about. It's the first post. It's from my deck of cards, my new deck of cards here. I'll give you a hint. The end is the beginning. The beginning's the end. Okay, but it's a wonderful post. It's beautiful. I tell you that. And I feel like that post, is this read. If I were to roll it down, it's hard to write it for you guys here, but I really would like you guys to go visit the Instagram, and maybe there's some other messages from my new deck of cards that will, also, resonate with you here. But this right here, this is everything right here. I just did a post about that. That's so cool. No pun intended. You can get one more card, because, why not, right? We have this in a present energy here. Yeah, so I see this is something about, like, someone's thinking about their stability. Someone's thinking about their stability. They want to be on time about their stability. Like, for example, if you're supposed to get married at the age of 30, or you're supposed to get married at the age of, like, your late 20s, or you're supposed to get pregnant at the late 20s, which scientist, my ex did tell me. He was, like, very much about facts, but, he was growing. He did say that as well. So, towards the end in your late 20s, they say that's when you should get pregnant, or your or your early 30s. That's when your body's developed. That's when the kid will be okay as well. Okay, so this person just wants to be on time with whatever they want to do. Okay, if it's meant to, if you're in your late 20s, this person wants to have a child. That's how you guys can specify this, right? If you guys want to get a house, this person's like, okay, I want to do this at the age of 40, or the beginning of 30s. Okay, so this is a big clue for you guys here. When you end up getting in contact with this person, when this person ends up meeting you, this is like the right way. Like, respect old people. Okay, but nowadays, like, people just confirmation. You heard that? Nowadays, people don't do that. I mean, I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I don't, because it's like you be moving like, you a young thing, and it's like you're not in the energy. So I gotta protect myself, because you're not in that conscious state anymore. I can't just say, oh, you're an old person. You know what I'm saying? And associate that, put that with, like, oh, you're an old person, so that means this is what they need. This is what. No, you're acting like a young thing. So you're old, but your energy, I can't move that way. I gotta protect myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if you try to kill me? An old person that is in that mentality, they won't do that. They're tired. They don't do that. But another old person who is a young thing, they're gonna try to kill me. This is why there's, like, we lose that, right? We lose that title. You know what I'm saying? So this energy, this is what this is about, honey. You're married couples, we don't hang out with it. For example, we don't hang out with single people, okay? We don't do that. So, no shade. I'm not laughing because I'm just laughing, like, it's crazy though. But it's like, we don't hang out with single people because they don't know. They're not open-minded. They're not in the same energy, right? But you meet somebody. If you meet somebody, like, they'll end up being in the same energy. And you're like, listen, I'm single, but I get it. I'm totally open-minded to it, right? So, yeah, I just want to get one more. And this is definitely somebody who would like to be on time with their stability with you here. Baby, reality, kid, all that good stuff here. Yup. We have my card of change of perspective. We have a change of perspective. This person had a change of perspective, and they had a change of perspective because they heard something that was not being said when it comes to this person, when it comes to situation here. Followed by that, we do have my generational card here. This person, they do want kids. They want to have a lot of family. They want to have a lot of money. They want to have a lot of friends. But they want to do it the right way, right? Go on my Instagram, okay, and you'll see what my new post is about. I just did that post. You'll see what that post is about, and you'll see why this is more protective. Followed by that, we do have my card of confirmation. It literally means confirmation. You'll see why things are better this way. You'll see why it's better to have a child in your late 20s or your early 20s, or not hang around people who are single unless you meet a unique person, a unicorn, okay? That post talks about that. It's not in depth, but it's like, it makes you think, okay? So that is all I have for you guys here. I hope you guys enjoy. Remember to subscribe, to share. Look in the description box below and follow my Instagram, and I will see you guys next time. Good luck, you guys. I mean, like, you don't really need it, but it's like, bless. let's just say that blessed. You're very blessed and very gifted, and you did meet somebody who's gifted just like you, honey. Just like you.